Building a membership website might sound like a tough task, but trust me, it's easier than you think. In this video, I'll show you how to create a fully functional membership system with Python and Streamlit. The core concept is simple: a login and register panel with some content only accessible to logged in users. Stick with me, and you'll have your own secure website set up in no time. You might not have heard of Python Streamlit before. On my YouTube channel, I have a playlist where I teach the basics of Streamlit from scratch. You can find the link to the playlist in the video description. Let's start building our website. First, we'll create a virtual environment. The main advantage of using a virtual environment is that it keeps all your project dependencies isolated from the global Python environment, making sure nothing conflicts. After creating the virtual environment, we'll activate it by running the activate.bat file inside the scripts folder. Once that's done, we'll use pip install Streamlit to install Streamlit within our virtual environment. Finally, we'll create a main.py file inside our project folder to start building our application. First, we import the necessary libraries: Streamlit for the web interface, SQLite 3 for the database, and HashLib to securely handle passwords. These are the building blocks we'll use to create our app. Next, we create a function called connectDB. This function connects to a SQLite database called users.db. If the database doesn't already exist, it gets created automatically. Inside this function, we also create a table called users with 3 columns: ID, a unique identifier, username, and password. The table is created only if it doesn't already exist. Once that's set up, we save everything and close the connection to the database. Then we define our main function. Inside this function, we call connectDB to ensure that the database and the users table are set up when the app starts running. Finally, we run the application, and you'll see that the users.db database is created and works correctly within your project directory. This ensures that we're ready to store user data and authenticate users later. And now we're all set to move on to user registration and login functionality. First, I added the register user function, which takes the username and password from the registration form. It then hashes the password using SHA-25056 for security before storing the username and hashed password in the users table of the SQLite database. This ensures that the passwords are stored securely and not in plain text. Next, I created the authenticate function to verify the user's login credentials. It hashes the entered password and checks the database for a matching username and hashed password. If there's a match, the function returns true, indicating a successful login. Otherwise, it returns false. To keep track of whether the user is logged in or not, I used session state. Initially, the session state is set to false, and the page is set to login. This helps maintain the user's login status across different pages in the app. Then, I added conditional logic to display different sidebar options based on whether the user is logged in. If the user is authenticated, the sidebar will show options like welcome and logout. If the user selects logout, their session state is set to false, and they are redirected to the login page. If the user is not logged in, the sidebar will show login and register options. I then created the registration page where users can input their username, password, and confirm password. If the entered passwords match and all fields are filled, the user is registered and they are redirected to the login page. If there's an issue, such as the passwords not matching or missing fields, an error message is displayed. The login page allows users to enter their username and password. When they click the login button, the authenticate function checks their credentials. If the login is successful, the session state is updated to true, and the user is redirected to the welcome page. If the credentials are incorrect, an error message is shown. Once logged in, the user is taken to the welcome page where they can view exclusive content, such as Python text visible only to logged-in users. There's also a logout button, which, when clicked, logs the user out and returns them to the login page. Finally, I added logic to navigate between the different pages based on the session state and sidebar selections. Depending on the user's authentication status, they can navigate between the login, registration, and welcome pages. This structure allows the app to handle user authentication, registration, and access to secure content efficiently. After setting everything up, I will run the app using the command streamlit run main.py. Then I'll test the login functionality by attempting to log in with the registered credentials. If there's an error with the login, it will show, which will help us spot any issues. Next, I will register a new user and log in again using those credentials. This time, I'll be able to access the special section that's only visible to logged in users. It's really exciting to see everything working as expected. And that's it. See how easy it is to create a fully functional membership system with just a few lines of code? It's all about breaking things down into simple steps. You've now got a working login and registration system with secure authentication. Keep experimenting and building. And remember, this is just the beginning. The possibilities with Python and Streamlit are endless. Keep coding and enjoy the journey.